Hello and welcome to This Is Good's vegan Christmas dinner, where me and Hannah will be cooking up a healthy alternative to the most important meal of the year. And to be honest, it's really, really easy as well. Hannah, tell us what you're going to be cooking today.
We are going to be cooking a mixed mushroom stuffing that is very, very hearty.
Very hearty, sounds
very
interesting.
Hearty.
So what have we got in this stuffing?
All we have got is mushrooms, onions, garlic, thyme, bay leaves, and some really super important vegetable suet. Interesting.
And this isn't the whole meal, so we're making Yorkshire puddings and the stuffing today.
Yes.
We've already made some vegetables, some potatoes, parsnips,
Yes.
Brussels sprouts, all the usual ingredients, the usual suspects for Christmas dinner. So how are we going to be making the stuffing and the Yorkshire puddings?
So oven's on, about 200.
Okay.
All we're going to do is chop up the garlic, chop up the onions, fry that off really, really low.
Okay.
Then we're going to chop a plethora of mushrooms, fry them off with some thyme and some bay leaves. Literally, that is it. You're going to allow them to cool. Then you're going to add the vegetable suet, bit of parsley, put it in a baking dish, pop it in the oven.
Perfect.
Job done.
Kind of sounds too good to be true. And the Yorkshire puddings, this is very interesting. A lot of people will want to know how to make an alternative Yorkshire pudding. What goes into it? How are we making that?
It's pretty much exactly the same without the dairy. So all we've got in there is some self-raising flour, some baking powder, some salt, and Oatly, which is a fantastic alternative to dairy and to soya because it's really, really creamy.
Okay, brilliant. So you're not putting the eggs in and you're not putting the milk in?
No milk.
Right, brilliant. Sounds good. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Where should we start?
We are going to start by chopping up the garlic
Brilliant.
and the onions.
How much garlic are we putting in?
Okay,
to the
so
stuffing?
this is super easy.
Yeah, only a couple.
2 cloves of garlic and 1 large onion.
Couldn't be easier.
Okay,
Brilliant. So I'll let you chop that.
we chop and we crush.
Perfect.
So I'm now going to chop the mushrooms as well, but
Okay.
like really roughly, because mushrooms, they just go down to nothing anyway. But they are super meaty when they're in the stuffing, so
Yeah,
it's really filling.
kind of adds that bulk to the stuffing, doesn't it? It makes it
definitely.
more hearty. Okay, Hannah, so let's get these onions in the frying pan.
Okay, so
I'll put them in for you.
frying pan on,
All right, so in they go.
in they go,
1 whole onion
and 2 cloves of garlic.
and 2 cloves of garlic. Yeah.
So we're going to pop these mushrooms in the pan now.
Okay.
Okay. So on to the mushrooms.
That smells really good. Mushrooms are in.
We're going to put your carefully crafted thyme.
This is the most important part of the meal right here. Okay, Hannah, so the mushrooms and the onions are done.
Done.
Yeah, so what's the next step? We're putting them in a bowl?
So you're going to put those in the bowl here. We've got a little loaf tin with some greaseproof paper all ready.
Okay, perfect.
Then you can get this in most supermarkets. So usually when people are making like dumplings and stews and stuffings, they use, it's like lard basically.
Okay,
But this is made from vegetables.
perfect.
And it brings the consistency of the stuffing up. So literally a whole pack, done.
Okay,
So that goes in.
adds a lot more flavour, I bet, as well.
Oh yeah. It makes it quite rich as well. So this really does count as like the main course.
Perfect.
Now, you can stir that.
Okay, lovely. And then that will go in
Yeah, that goes
in the oven.
And
How
it
long does it go in the oven for?
takes about 40 minutes.
Okay, so these are ready to go, Hannah?
So pop it in a tin,
Right,
pack it down.
pack it down.
Yeah, because again, we want it to kind of be like a stuffing consistency. And now we'll put it in the oven on 200 for like 30 to 40 minutes. So we'll check on it in half an hour.
Okay. Okay, so we've got about 115 grams of self-raising flour.
Yeah, and
in
I
there.
prefer to use gluten-free. Now, the oil that's in the cupcake tin, that needs to go in the oven for a couple of minutes to heat up.
By itself?
Yeah. Okay, so in the flour, we're going to put a teaspoon of baking powder. Then we have a pinch of salt. Easy.
Always got to have a pinch of salt.
Then we've got our Oatly. I love Oatly.
This is great.
This is so great. And we're going to use a pint.
Lovely. So what's the
Very
next
good.
step after this?
So the oil needs a good 3-4 minutes to really, really heat up.
Okay.
And then we're going to take that out and pour the batter in.
So we've got
Perfect.
8 Yorkshire puddings ready to go.
Okay, and then, oh wow, they go in.
So everything is probably ready now.
Everything's ready.
The big unveil. I'll get the Yorkshires
You get
and
the-
you get the stuffing. Okay. And they actually rose, didn't they?
They did.
They look amazing.
It smells amazing.
So here we are, Hannah. It looks amazing. You've done a really good job.
Thanks.
We'll just put these Yorkshire puddings on a plate.
Yeah, let's plate them up.
Here we go.
And they
Look at
should come
these.
out super easy.
These look
Look at them.
amazing. Here we go. So let's bring this over and serve them up. Wow. Look at them. Amazing. Help yourself.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes. Oh,
There's
Oh.
lots of nodding.
I've gone straight.
I don't even need to say anything.
Yeah, it's
Incredible.
stuffing, yeah.
The stuffing is delightful.
Hannah, that is lovely. Well, thank you so much for cooking up this lovely meal.
My
It's
pleasure.
going down really well, isn't it, guys? And Merry Christmas to everyone at home. Thanks for watching.